Hi guys, I thought I'd do a story time today. I've been away for so long. I'm so sorry. I just seem to get so busy and I don't know, the world's just gone crazy. But I do definitely have some time to talk to you guys, to post some more videos because we all want some more videos, don't we? So I'm gonna start sharing some more videos with you guys. Yeah, so I thought I'd definitely do a story time because who doesn't love a story time? And like this is the perfect story time at the moment anyway because it's like just happened, so like perfect. Okay guys, so my voice is probably a little bit different but it's getting better. But that links to the story, so I thought I'd add that in. So guys, if you like my channel, please subscribe and hit the like if you like this video. And let's get on with the video. Okay, so I went to the doctors for a few different occasions throughout a year about my tonsils, because one was like normal size, like this big, and then the other one was like this big, and like it doesn't seem normal though, does it? They weren't like infected or anything, like they didn't have the white spots or anything on them, but I was just like, I don't think this seems right. Okay, I think I went 3 separate occasions to my local hospital, doctors, not the hospital, and the first one kind of said, oh, it's fine, it's nothing to worry about. The second one gave me some antibiotics because they thought it might be an infection. And the third one said, it's nothing to worry about, it's all fine. And then I actually went to the hospital about I had a pain in my right leg. I don't know, I had a pain in my side, like query appendicitis. But it was all fine. That wasn't anything to worry about. And basically, he looked at my tonsils while I was there. Don't know why, but he had a look. And it was like, he was researching stuff on his computer when I went out to the toilet. And it was like, cancer and how long to a referral, how quickly does it need to be done and stuff. I was like, that doesn't sound good. Please don't put that in front of me on a computer screen because that really makes me nervous. So we basically said, I'll refer you today and then you'll be seen like in a couple of weeks' time. I was like, whoa, that quick? And he's like, yeah, I think it's something that really needs seen straight away. I was like, oh, great, because like I'm in the middle of my studies as a student midwife, not got all this time on my hand. I was like, oh sure, it's my health. Health's so important, so I'll find some time for it. Okay. So, so I went to this appointment that was literally 2 weeks after I'd been for this hospital trip, and well, so I went into the room and he looked at my tonsils, felt my like glands to see if it looked like anything like a infection, because an infection can inflame one side and then the other side afterwards, but no, it wasn't anything to do with an infection or anything. So he said, there's 2 options. Or was there 3? There might have been 3. So either he puts it through as an urgent operation to remove my tonsils. So that would be in like 4 to 8 weeks kind of timeline. Second, he puts it through and I think about it and maybe later on I have them removed if it's still like it. Or I just leave it. Just forget about it. Okay. Then he gives me this number, this figure. So 99% chance that it's fine, but there is that 1% chance that it's not. And although everyone goes, oh, that's a tiny percentage, like never gonna happen to me, you're given a figure, one person in 1,000 people is going to have this wrong with them. Who's going to be that one person? If nobody gets treated, that one person is still going to be that out there. And I think that's what lots of people don't understand. Like, yeah, maybe it can't happen to you, but it actually can. There's always that chance of it happening. So it's always good to go with your doctor's advice. If you're ever concerned that the advice isn't right, then find some good, not Wikipedia, Google sites, but find some good doctor approved sites, have a little scroll on there, or go see another doctor. And when I say good, they have to be good, accredited, NHS accredited if you're in the UK, or I don't know what accredited they would be in America, but basically they have to have doctor approval, not referral. So please take that advice if you're ever looking stuff up on Google, otherwise you're just going to worry yourself. Okay, you might see him, this is my cat. But yeah, so I opted to have them removed. Okay, so they put it through as an urgent referral to move bilateral tonsils, so both. So I would be set to have them both taken out. Okay. They kind of kept putting it back and back, but I got there. They tried to put it back again, but they were like, no, this is an urgent one, so we can't put it back. So on the 4th of May, I went to the hospital at 7:30 in the morning for the operation. This is a day surgery operation, so I went in and I was actually in a room with 5 older ladies, not old, just like above their 50s. So it was a bit weird, like being the youngest one, and like I'm so used to being in hospitals, working as a student midwife. I'd actually been into theatres 4 weeks before as a placement, so I actually knew some of the theatre team. So the doctor came to see me, the anaesthetist, another anaesthetist who put a cannula in my hand, and then the nurse did all the bits that they had to do. So they do all your like blood pressure checks and everything, and like make sure you've consented to it and make sure that all the consent's signed for, make sure you're the right person, having the right procedure, all the good checks that they have to do. And it was all okay, it was all good to go through with. So the time came. I was first on the list, so I went through quite swiftly. I think I went into the room at around 9 o'clock, I'm not sure, but because obviously you've got to go through all the paperwork, the doctors have to all be there and everything. Yeah, so I went in at 9 o'clock. I recognised 2 of the theatre staff because I'd worked with them. I recognised the anaesthetist because I'd seen him on labour ward, so it was a bit weird. They put a cannula in my hand, but it left a massive bruise, but it's alright. So what they do is because obviously you've got to have a general anaesthetic for it, so they put you to sleep. So you have the gas, the oxygen mask. They put it over your face and make you take some deep breaths while they're doing your blood pressure to make sure that's okay still. Checking you'll be given a wristband, so it's got all your details on it, because obviously you can't speak, oh yeah, my name's Sean. you can't say that when you're under. So yeah, they did all the right checks, made sure that I was in for the right procedure and all that again, because, you know, I've walked down the corridor to the theatre, I could have changed persons. So they've always got to kind of do their checks, do it again. But that is safe practice, so well done. So then I went in for the procedure, and I don't know what exactly happens because I didn't watch the I'm asleep. And yeah, so I think it all must have gone well. They removed them both. They actually said that we don't think there was anything wrong with it, but I do have another checkup to go make sure, but I don't think anything was wrong there. And then I'm not sure if it was during the procedure or just in recovery, but I remember being moved to recovery because they wake you up in the room and then move you across to recovery. But I kind of opened my eyes. I saw people that I recognised, but everything was like blurred figures. So I was just like, okay then. So I kind of just closed my eyes again and went to sleep. I was like, it's too blurry to kind of make sense of anything. But apparently my blood pressure had gone down quite low, so that makes sense to the blurred vision that I was having. But the next thing I remember is one of the gals, the nurses from the day surgery, had come to pick me up to take me back to there, where I had to stay in for another 6 hours, general practice for tonsillectomies. So basically I stayed there for 6 hours. After probably about an hour of being in there, I was like, can I have a yogurt please, and then can I have a sandwich? I was eating quite quickly. I was trying to like talk quite a lot because it wasn't too uncomfortable. I do have to say it wasn't too bad, because they do say it's harder when you get older and you're not a child anymore and it's more difficult, but it wasn't that difficult. Okay, so the next day everything went fine, I recovered, I got to go home, it was all good. The next day I was like, oh, let's go to the stables. Couldn't drive, so my mum had to take me, so we were mucking out the stables and the horse, and all was good with him. And then it wasn't until like a couple of days later that it kind of started it was like painful at night, and like it would dry out, and the pain was so uncomfortable when you were eating, so your diet kind of decreases quite a lot. But I mean, I am day, what day am I? Day 10 today. Day 10 today. Most of the scabs have come off. Okay, this is a funny thing. My mum said to me, she was like, oh, so did you spit the scabs out then? I was like, how? They're so far down your throat anyway. How are you actually going to spit them out? You kind of just swallow them and you don't even know you are, so you don't really see them come back out. But yeah, it all went well, and I'm actually feeling so good. One thing I will say is your energy levels are so low and you just feel so tired all the time. But yeah, I'm through it. And if anyone is having to get their tonsils out, one thing, just don't worry, it's all going to be alright. It's something that's so generalised now that it just happens all the time, that the surgeons are so used to doing it that it kind of runs so smoothly. Yeah, so if you do have any health concerns, please do get checked out, because it's so important that you keep yourself healthy. Because what's the point in living in this world when you're so you're so unwell, you can't really live a proper life? So I would definitely say make sure you go into the hospital if you're feeling really unwell, and you're just getting checked out regularly, because I thought I was healthy, but obviously there was something wrong, but there wasn't. There's always a good side to a bad point. Okay guys, thank you so much for listening, and I will definitely post some more videos soon, because I need to. I really do. I'm slacking so much lately. But me and my little cat say goodbye for now. So I shall see you guys soon. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like if you like this. Comment if you want any information, any medical advice and stuff. I'm not going to give you much because I can't give you much. Please, if anything's wrong, go see your doctor. I love to hear from you guys. Bye!